Don't just talk about the salary right away. Always first convince that you are the person who is going to make a very valuable change in their company. Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of the Ask Farhan Show. Today, our question is from Fazil Yousafzai. I hope that's the exact pronunciation of your name. And your question is that, sir, how to discuss with your employees about salary during interview when they ask you. It's not only related to salary, it's about our life as well, that we are so reluctant, we are afraid of talking about money with any person. If it's about, if I mean, I don't know why we feel it like it's the most awkward moment when we are talking about finances. So we take it to the two extreme side. Either we do not talk about that, or either we just simply go for a fight and we just make the conversation worse when we are talking about the finances. We don't know how to maintain the balance that we are talking about finances. We are talking about the money that we deserve, that we have earned, or that we deserve to earn. And we are so afraid of that. For instance, it always starts that we do not talk about the financial literacy, the financial problem with the kids. So even if you're facing some financial problems, so you just feel it, you know it, but we can't talk about that. And when it comes to relatives, so we always say that I'm not making money from you. And that's a statement that helps you to believe more in another person. When you have to make other person, realize that you are sincere with that person and you are gonna have a very fair deal. So the only statement over there would be that I'm not making money from you. And it's also in the business. A few days before I took my car to a mechanic shop, and I had to change the mobile oil. So I asked him what's the price of the bottle. So he quoted me one amount, and I said, is there any discount? So he said, it's already the discounted amount, I'm not making money from you. I was like, I mean, what's that statement? Why are you saying that? You are making money. You are making halal money, and you deserve yourself to make some money. You're sitting here. You have opened up this shop, and you have to meet with a lot of expenses, and you have to run your own kitchen. You have to meet with your finance family expenses. So you have to make money. Why are you saying that I'm not making money? So it's something that we just consider that we cannot talk about money, and we can't tell other person that we are making money. It's a secret. And how much you're making, how much you're exactly making, that's also a secret. We can't share it with the other person. Anyways, so I just wanted to tell you that be positive, be confident when you are talking about finances, even with your boss, even with anybody, because this is halal. You can talk about that. Negotiation is also halal. You can do that. Now, to consider your question, that how you can talk about your salary with your boss when he offers you a job and when you're negotiating about the salary, a few steps, a few tips that I'm going to tell you now. Always be aware of the industry trend, that what salary is going on in the market for this specific job, how much people are offering, what other companies are offering, what other employees with specific skills are charging usually, and a person who is exactly at your level, how much will he charge for this salary. So be aware of the industry trend, because if you're not aware of that, of course you can't negotiate. You will have this complex. It might be you're charging more, or at the end you can have this regret that I could have charged more, but I could not. So this is the first step, that be aware of the market salaries, that what other companies are offering, what is the general salary that people are offering, that you can even get by reading out the different job advertisements about the same post, that you can get it quite easily on the newspaper, even on online. Now what other companies are charging, accordingly you can talk about your salary. Number two, when, let's suppose, if they offer you 60,000 rupees, and you want 70 or 80,000 rupees, and you believe 60,000 is way below the level, don't just talk about the salary right away. Always first convince that you are the person who is going to make a very valuable change in their company, and then talk about the salary. Always build your case, always convince on the basis of your skills, on the basis of your personality, your work, not on the basis of the finances. I mean, if someone is hiring you just because you are the cheapest person available in the market, it's not in your favor. So they should be hiring you because you are a perfect person for this job. And whenever even if I have to propose anybody about any business plan, or if I'm in a conversation, I'm in a negotiation deal, I never try to convince the person on finances. I always try to convince them on the idea. What is the product? What is the idea? What are the benefit they are going to get? And what are the disadvantages they are gonna have, or the failure they are gonna face if they do not go for this side. So you have to show them the both positive and the negative side, and once they make up their mind, then you can give your price, and they do agree with your price. It's something that you have to um, you know just consider. Money is secondary. It's important, but it's secondary. The first and the foremost thing is the idea, is the skill, is your personality, is you. So you have to convince them for yourself, not for the money. If you convince them for you, after that money would not be a problem for them, because as far as you are giving them the benefit, they will be giving you the benefit in reward, of course. Another step would be, another suggestion would be that always be willing to say no. When we show the other person that we are desperate to get this job, so they just try to conclude the negotiation. They just want you to get hired on the least salary possible. Always be willing to say no, because I once even heard that the negotiation actually starts when one person says no, because before that there was no negotiation. So, or the negotiation which was going on was still something where you can push further. So be willing to say no. If it doesn't suit you, just show them that it doesn't suit you. But of course, it should not be about the finances only. And sometimes it's not only about finances. You can also say that I want other advantages. For instance, just add up some fuel expenses, some might be accommodation expenses, or what are the bonus payment that you are talking about, the extra payments. So there could be some other way that if you can't negotiate only the salary thing, that you can negotiate on the other benefits that you can avail from your company. And then you have to, this is something which you're going to experience quite a few times in your life, and it's not something that we, just as I said earlier, that we are not very comfortable when it comes to talking about money. So you have to rehearse it. And I would suggest you that find out one corporate friend, any person who is already working in a company, try to engage him in this interview where you're talking about salary. Rehearse it. Let him ask you few of the question. Let him have the negotiation with you. You try to deal with him, and that's how you should practice it more and more. Because once you will become a confident person that yes, you can talk about salary, and you have explored all the possible question and what possible answers could be delivered over there. You will become a confident person. So these all are my suggestions. I hope I have answered your question well. If not, you can ask me further. And I really appreciate your question. It was one of the best questions that we have received. So I would appreciate you for that thing. Well, thank you so very much for your time. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Stay blessed. Keep asking more questions. Till then, take care. Stay blessed. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.